Well, g'day guys. How to become a firefighter in Victoria 2023 with Fire Rescue Victoria, or FRV, this year. That's what this video is all about. I'm going to walk you through all of the current steps of the Victoria firefighter recruitment process as they are for 2023. And more importantly, I'll show you what you can do to give yourself the edge and actually pass each stage of the process so that you get selected over thousands of other very hopeful applicants. First step is the online application. FRV uses an online portal for your personal information, minimum requirements, and application documents. The button to apply, really easily found, top right of the website when the application is open. Now, to get through this section of recruitment, you really need to have a thorough understanding of the organization and the role that you're applying for. So you've got to meet the prerequisite requirements and have all the information needed to fill out the application portal correctly. Super critical. I tend to harp on about this more than I need to, but there will be someone out there watching this that has made this mistake before and knows exactly what I'm talking about. Make sure to carefully read, understand, and follow the instructions so that you don't get something super simple and completely avoidable wrong in the very first stage. Please don't knock yourself out of the running before it's even begun. Now, aptitude testing following the online application is the written selection test, or WST for short. Pearson VUE, they designed and delivered the written selection test, the WST, for the last few years. The written selection test costs you $176 to sit, and this year it looks like FRV will continue using the same provider. So the FRP aptitude test consists of two separate exams held by Pearson VUE. The first paper is mechanical reasoning with around 50 questions in approximately 20 minutes. The second paper is termed Core Abilities 1, and it consists of three separate sections. You have abstract, numerical, and verbal, and it is in this order. There are around 25 questions per section with 20 minutes per section to complete. Now, these papers were supervised in person in the past, so you are allowed to use the provided electronic whiteboard and pen for the exams, but no calculators. Sorry. You must pass the written selection test in order to advance to the next stage of the selection process. Only the top 750 candidates will move on to the group assessment stage of the selection process. Now, applicants who pass the written selection test, WST, will be contacted and asked for the following information: a digital version of your most recent CV that includes your entire work history, a scan of the most recent driver's license. So make sure you get those handy so you've got them. And make sure you have a pristinely prepared resume ready to roll in advance. Don't wait for it to be just around the corner. Now, how to pass the written selection test, or the WST. Well, myself and my aptitude testing gang have designed a platform called e-learning to help with your aptitude test prep. The platform, it's kept up to date with the current test questions for FRV every single intake, so you know that it is completely up to date. The test provider is currently Pearson VUE. Now, on the platform, you can orient yourself with the relevant practice questions and exam format, so to help you find your way around the online test and save time in improving your score and improving your performance on test day. I do also have a free aptitude improvement blueprint, and it's on the free training page as well, as an FRV mini course that you can access through my free Facebook group. Now, if you're not in the Facebook group yet, I'll put a link to join in the description below this video, and jump on in there, guys. Really valuable. Okay, next is the group assessment. Now, you need to understand what they're looking to measure in this test. Essentially, they're looking to assess your ability to communicate and interact effectively. You will be put through a number of different scenarios in order to draw out your inherent skills and behaviors. They really want to make sure that you can work well with others, and a massive part of that is your ability to communicate. So make sure you really listen to the instructions that you're given and follow them. I know it sounds really simple, but it is super important. And if you miss something important, it'll reflect back on you as a potential candidate that just can't follow instructions properly, and we obviously don't want that. One last thing to remember as well is your written communication ability as part of your skill set here. You really want to make sure that you have a good level of ability here as well. Look, when I'm working with a candidate on the group assessment, we run you through a mock group assessment. So it gives you the opportunity to practice all of the skills and then receive feedback so that you can improve before the group assessment day actually rolls around. Now, after the group assessment is the PAT practice session. It's not a compulsory event, but it is a necessary one, especially if you're looking to get the edge over the competition by being the most prepared. Again, preparation, meeting opportunity. It's really where it's at. Now, you can see an instructor demonstrate the entire physical pre-entry exam during the practice day. And if time allows, everyone will get the chance to put their skills to the test on the course as well. This is pretty useful to compare your physical state to FRV standards, and then obviously enables you to customize your training regimen so that you can be at the level required, which you'll be acutely aware of by then. You may also get the opportunity to interact with active firefighters who can give you insight on the other aspects of recruitment, life as a firefighter, their own experiences, etc. Pretty much invaluable information. Another reason to attend the practice is to unearth any potential areas where you may need to improve a technique or skill that you probably weren't otherwise going to be aware of. Now, shortly after the practice session is the famous beep test shuttle run. Now, if you qualify, you'll be running until level 9.6 is reached, and this will take about 9 minutes to complete. 9 minutes of hell. Make sure you can achieve this before the day. Again, it's not too hard when you prepare. Now, next up is the personality profile or psych test stage. It's usually held on the same day as one of the other stages. Test results are processed by an external company, just for context. The psych test usually takes up to an hour to complete and is in the true or false format. You can check out the personality profiler blueprint on the free training page as well. Then we have the interview. This is an extremely important stage of the application process. As a starting point, make sure you do have an exceptional understanding of the role of a FRV firefighter. Have a think about what qualities, attributes, and transferable skills that you can bring to FRV and the position of a firefighter. Have a really good idea of why you want to be a firefighter and then be able to communicate this really well. Make sure that you are exceptional at answering behavioral-based questions and then get some feedback on that as well. There will be both general and behavioral interview questions. Using instances of previous behavior, the behavioral questions gives you a really massive opportunity to illustrate your knowledge, skills, and qualities, and why you would be the best choice for the job. The idea here is that previous behavior predicts future behavior. For instance, you might be asked to give an example of how you handled a difficult or complicated circumstance in the past, the results, and then what you've learned from it. There is an absolute world of difference between an okay answer and an excellent response in this situation. When I'm working with candidates on the interview, we use a combination approach coupled with coaching and feedback from industry experts, as well as actual firefighters to ensure that you are interviewing in the top few % of applicants. I do also have an interview decoder tool to help you with this on the free training page. Now, you will then be ranked against other applicants on your overall score to determine if you progress to the next stage of the process. So this is how you'll be ranked. The written selection test is weighted at 20%, the group assessment 30%, and then the selection interview the remaining 50%. You can see from the order of merit ranking system why I bang on non-stop about getting your interview and communication skills to the highest level possible. You can see that if you have these communication and interaction skills and you can just get past that pesky aptitude test, you've basically got the job. The next step is the PAT or physical abilities test, and it's made up of tasks that imitate the duties of a firefighter and the duties that a firefighter is likely to encounter during emergency situations and the ability level needed to be successful in these situations. Now, FRV has prepared videos and a thorough fitness guide that you can utilize in conjunction with my PAT Accelerator course. Once again, I'll pop a link below for that, and I'll also link off to the FRV videos for you as well. Heaps of info there. Now, the key to passing the physical abilities test is not just being physically strong and fit. Actually, a lot of people who think they're really fit and pay no attention to this, they're the ones who end up getting knocked out. In general, the reason why this happens is just due to being unaware of what's actually coming in the test and really simple missteps or just bad technique during one of the exercises. The best way to be PAT ready is to get yourself familiar with all of the exercises through actual practice and then attending the practice day. So now onto the pre-employment checks. So these include reference checks, driving history checks, police checks, and a pre-employment medical, including a drug screening. The medical assessment, if you progress to this stage, you will be required to take a very detailed, standardized pre-employment health assessment with an FRV brigade medical officer. If you think that you may have a medical issue that could potentially present a problem, it's best to just plan for this early in your recruitment journey and let them know. Now, once all the requirements are met and you've landed in the right place on the merit list, you'll receive a formal job offer in writing with details on the next step, which is firefighter training. Congrats in advance. The training academy is 20 weeks long and it will be held in the Victorian Emergency Management Training Centre, VEMTC, in Craigieburn. Now, if you're planning on becoming a firefighter in FRV in 2023, you're watching this, so I'm assuming you are. But if you've got questions, you need help, you want an extra edge, or you want to use my free practice tests and tools, you will find all the information that you need below the video. But otherwise, that wraps up how to become a firefighter in Victoria 2023. I wish you guys all the very best of luck. Speak soon. Cheers.